What's up, guys? Matocaster here, and today we find ourselves back in Farming Simulator 19. I've been away a little longer than I wanted to from this game, but happy to be back nonetheless. I did buy there's something going on with my seed bag there. I bought a seed bag. Obviously didn't load it very well, but I realized I messed up with the cultivator that I previously bought, and it's still at my farm, so we'll go back and get it. But it doesn't plant wheat or anything like that. So I bought a new seeder slash cultivator thingy, and that's going to do what we need it to do. And you don't need to plow or cultivate your fields before using this one. So with that being said, let's get this back to our farm and readjust the seed bag, and I will see you guys there. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, I built a farmhouse, and that's about it. Oh, I got a trailer to haul stuff in, and there is that cultivator that I shouldn't have bought because I didn't pay attention to the details. Because apparently it will only, because it's got a seeder on it, you see. But apparently it will only seed like a couple different things. I think cotton and stuff that requires a special harvester, which we don't even have a harvester yet, but I want to do something that doesn't require a special harvester. And it looks like wheat. Let's double check right here what the prices of these are. I believe this is wheat. I wish they would put words as to what these things are. But anyways, this is going for, let's see, right around $600. This is going, that's $7.19 at the Central Grain elevator. And cotton, yeah, it does well, but you gotta have specialty equipment with that. Eggs, that looks very profitable. So we'll have to look into some eggs. But for now, I want to stick to whatever the heck this is. It doesn't really tell you. I just know it's either wheat or grain, one of the two. But we'll go with that. So in order to do that, from what I read on the thing, I gotta drop this grain bag. Back this up. Then I think if I just pull up next to the seed bag, I can fill the seed. Yeah, there it goes. It opens up, and we gotta select. How do we select which? Maybe if I just hit refill. Oh, it's filling with something. Oh, it's filling with. Yeah, it's filling with the one we wanted. Beautiful. I would like to look into how you choose which seed it's going to be. Maybe when I bought it, it told me. I don't know. If you guys know, please leave it in the comments. That would be appreciated. I'm sure it's right there in the like in the info thing, and I just failed to read it. I tend to do that. All right, let's go sell this thing back off because we're not going to need it. I hope you guys are doing great. It's good to be back in Farming Simulator 19. So far, this game has been really cool, and I can't wait to explore so much more to it. Because I didn't buy the last one. I didn't buy 17. I had 15, but I didn't buy 17. So this is pretty cool to be able to jump from that to this. And it's been a long time since I've even played 15. So this looks much more in depth. And so far I'm having a blast with it. But there's a lot to learn. There's a big learning curve, especially when you're rusty and you've been away from a farming simulator game for a long time, trying to relearn all the things, and you miss some of the details. I do, at least. I should probably study up some of the guides and stuff that are provided in the game itself, and that would probably do me a lot of good. But there's almost some sort of fun to just kind of winging it and see what you come up with. So I believe this is where we sell stuff. It looks like it is. We'll drop it off, pull around, and hopefully we didn't lose too much money. I know we lost some, but hopefully not a ton. So let's sell this for 25,000. Yeah, we lost some money, but it's not horrible. Okay, it's been sold. One less thing to worry about. And we're sitting at 288,000. I believe we have a loan for, there's loan total almost $1 million. Is that right? Balance. Oh, of the loan, $250,000. So what I'd like to do is be able to get a harvester. I think that's really all we're going to need from here on out. Start planting over there. Be able to buy a harvester and then start paying back on that loan, because it sucks to make interest payments. And obviously I also want to look into chickens, since the eggs seem to be worth a lot of money. So maybe look into, because I know there's a chicken coop. Let's look into all that when we get back to the farm. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you guys, I bought a truck too. That white truck, just to haul the little bin around. Okay, so here we go. Hook this thing up. Oop, didn't want that. There we go. Beautiful. And what I think I'm going to do for this is just hire it out. I know it costs, I could do it, you know, for a lot cheaper if I just drove it. But I can't make, I'm not real good at making straight lines, good rows. So I'm just going to hire the guy to do it. I do probably have to turn it, maybe he'll turn it all on, get it all going. Let's see here. Okay, pull up here and then hire. Yep, he turns it all on. So let's jump out of there. Let him get to work. All right. So we were going to look at, let's see, the harvesters. And what we can do is just jump straight to the shop here. Take a look at what they have for harvesters. Okay, here we are, harvesters. Let's take a look. Okay, so there's one for 84,000. It's a little guy. There's 100,000 New Holland. And then they start getting really expensive, way above our price range. And we don't really need a serious one right off the bat because we just got that little field is all we have. So we're looking at 100,000, maybe go with this New Holland. It looks like it's more capable. It's faster. Yeah, it holds a heck of a lot more. And it's capable of harvesting all the things that our seeder is capable of planting. Now let's look at the animal pens, see what chickens. Okay, so a chicken coop's 20 grand for the small one, 40 grand for the bigger one. And sounds like that'll pay off quite nicely. I think I might want to go with the smaller one, but we got to think about also with the harvester, we're going to need the head for the harvester. Where do they keep those? Headers down here. There they are. So 32,000, so 132,000. And then for the chicken coop, man, it'd be close. It'd be really close. But while we're here, let's go ahead and buy this stuff. Let's go to details. Oh, I want to make double sure. Okay, yeah, it's capable of harvesting what I want to harvest and see what the smaller one. Oh, it's actually wider. I was going to say the nice thing about this one is it's going to be wider than this one, but it's not. 4.2 meters wide on the cheaper one. But again, I'd rather use the New Holland because it's got more holding capacity for the grains and stuff that we're going to be harvesting. So let's go to details. There's no options that we need to worry about, and we're going to buy it. Do you want to purchase for $32,000? Yes, I do. Okay. Fetch your purchases at the store. Well, it's a good thing we're at the store. And let's go to the harvester. The New Holland, 100,000. What options do we have? No options, but that's our harvester. That's the one we're starting with at least. And buy. Purchase, yep. And we are left with a balance of 155,000. Not too bad. We might be able to, and it depends on the land. Let's see if we have enough land to buy for a chicken coop. I should probably actually be worried about other things right now, but I really want chickens. I think it'd be cool. So let's go back to our farm over here. Let's see if we even have room for a chicken coop, because we don't own this land over here yet. We just own this little area here. And it looks like it takes up quite a bit of, yeah, it takes up, oh, almost. I thought I saw it flash to green for a second. Maybe. What if we rotate it? Rotate it this way, maybe? Yeah, not really seeing the ability because our land cuts off right about here. So looks like, oh. Now see if we do that, it's going to go into the field a little bit. I don't really want to worry about it. I think what I want to do is before I get chickens, I want to buy this land, all this land over here. We'll just grind on that for a while and then worry about that when we get the land. For now, let's take our harvester home. Thing is big. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, actually. But yeah, that's a pretty dinky little header. I bet there's a wider one available, but we're not going to worry about it right now. Attach it. Actually, I want to see. I'm curious. I don't know if these are interchangeable, but there's this one for $81,000, and it is way wide, 12.5 meters. That is overkill for us. And look at this one. Golly, 13.7 meters wide, and I doubt that really goes with that. I don't know. It might tell you which harvester it goes to. It does not tell me, but I doubt it will fit on there. No, I don't. No, 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 no. All right, back to our harvester and hit the road. Yeah, this thing's a lot longer than I thought it would be too. Hey, that's what she said. Okay, we are pulling up to our farm, and it looks like our the guy we hired is almost done with our field, which is nice. One thing that I know that's going to help yield is fertilizing and weeding, but we don't have the funds to buy fertilizers or weeders. Well, there might be one that attaches to the tractor. I may be incorrect on that. I'll have to see what we can find. But yes, we have made it with our new harvester. We're not going to need this thing for a while. I don't want to park it on... See, that's not our land right there. I'll park it over here because I don't want to lose it in like a save file or something. You know, if I save, and I don't know if I can save on other people's land, my equipment. So we'll just set it here for now. That's good enough. And yep, looks like he is about finished. Did he hit that bird? That's a magical bird. Okay, so he is all finished here. Let's see what it says. Okay, owned by you, fruit type wheat. Growth is growing. Fertilized 50%. Weeded 0%. So we're going to have to look into fertilizers and weeders. We've only got $154,000 left. Only, right? But when it comes to farming, that's not much money. Or farm equipment, I should say. Okay, so let's drop this thing off and go see what we can see about fertilizers or weeders. This in-cab view is pretty slick. It's amazing the amount of detail they went into for the interiors of these tractors. This is just crazy. And it's got an air ride seat. You can see it kind of floating. That's awesome. Okay, we are at the store. Okay, there's manure spreaders and there's Fertilizer Technology. And the way I understand it, manure is fertilizer, correct? I don't know. Let's look at Fertilizer Technology. And here we go. 39,000, 67,000. That looks like a really big one. And I think if we go into details, we can make this hold more. Does that make sense? Yeah, like that. So then you're looking at plus $750. That's really not bad. That's the biggest you can go. So that brings the total price to $39,750. And we can do a spreading discs or 6-meter spreading unit. So I guess these fold out and it covers a lot more ground. That is plus $8,000. Brings the total price to $47,750. I think for now we just saved the $8,000 since our field isn't that big, and the fields we'll be buying next on that other piece of property on that's right next to us, they're small too. So we will just use the regular smaller spreading discs. Let's buy this. Okay, so the fertilizer is in the pallets section here. So if you go here to objects, there's the big bags, and then there's pallets. Fertilizer tank, $2,400. We will buy that. Do you want to purchase for $2,400? Yes, I do. Okay. I'm looking at more implements. Let's look at weeders, get an idea of what we're going to need there. And then I think after that, that's pretty much all we're going to need to be able to kind of grind on the piece of land that we're on. So weeders aren't too expensive, it appears. $18,000 for this little guy. It's got a tank on it of some sort. So maybe some kind of weeder seeder thing. Then there's the Aerostar Rotation 1200, $35,000. And I think that's overkill for what we want to do. So let's go with the little guy. The Pneumatic Star 900. And there are no options, so let's just go ahead and buy it. Because the thing with the fertilizer, if you fertilize correctly and you weed correctly, you will increase your yield. So basically, your time will be better spent. And you know, for when you do harvest your grains and such, the better you took care of it, the more fertilized it was, and you say you weeded the field, the more return on your time you will get for harvesting, the more return on your grain. That's what I was trying to say this whole time. Okay, let's get this pallet. See if we can get... I'm still trying to figure out how to use these forks. Get under there. And then tilt back. Bring it up a little bit. All right. And what do we want to take over there for? Let's take the fertilizer tank over there. Or the fertilizer spreader. Okay, we have returned, and it's my speculation, or I'm only guessing here, that we fill this thing the same way that we fill the seeder. So we drop our pallet here. Back up. Oh, come on. It's like on top of the forks. It won't come off. Oh, no! All right, let's get that tipped back over. And beautiful. All right. Now let's see if this does the same way that the seeder does. And apparently not. You first need to fill the tool. I'm trying. Oh, do I have to open it? I bet I have to open it. Let's see. Get that open. Let's try this again. No. Maybe? No? Okay, it just hit me. I bought liquid fertilizer. I need regular fertilizer, not liquid. See, if I paid attention in the first place, I wouldn't be making these mistakes. But this is how we learn. Maybe this is helping somebody out there before they make the mistakes that I'm making, right? All in the name of education. Okay, set that there. See if we can even sell this. Worth a shot, right? Yeah, we can. Sell for 20. We didn't lose too much money there. Let's buy what we actually need. This gives us the opportunity, though, to pick up our weeder, which we had left over here. Okay, let's look in the big bags, and I bet there's one in here that says fertilizer. Solid fertilizer, big bag. That's what we need. Okay, details, and buy. Beautiful. Yes. Okay. And connect. Oh, I'd keep doing that. Keep jumping out. There we go. And back to the farm. Okay, let's try this again. Drive over by. I put the fertilizer over here. See if we can fill it this way. And if so, how much do we get? Probably not. See, there we go. All right. Refill fertilizer spreader. And it's going in. And it doesn't get you much at all, does it? So maybe we'll just buy those at the store and then fill them up there, because I didn't know they disappeared when they were over. Awesome. All right, so let's close the cover. Let's get over here, and I'm just going to once again hire this out. And we'll get this fertilized. All right, now I'm just going to hit hire worker and see if he does. I guess I have to turn it on first before I can hire. And hire. Maybe I have to get it on. There we go. Well, it doesn't have it turned on. I'm confused. Okay, for whatever reason, the hired guy wouldn't do it, so I'm doing it myself. Doing it manually. It actually covers much wider than I thought it would, which is nice. I wonder how much wider that other one does. Has to be a massive width pattern. All right. Well, we're fertilizing. That's all that matters. And it doesn't look like it goes through the fertilizer all that fast, which is kind of nice. But we're getting it. All right. Fertilizing is done. Let's see what the field info says now. Fertilize 50%. Isn't that what it said before? I'm going to have to do some research here. So it's telling me it needs plowing. I wonder if that has something to do with it. Yet, when I bought that, it said no previous cultivating or plowing needed to plant. And the field info says that it's wheat and that it's growing. But maybe after like a root type, because they have beets and potatoes, you have to plow before you start cultivating and start using things like wheat. Not 100% sure. If you know, please leave that in the comments. Yeah, I know you shouldn't have to hold my hand, but this is one of those things. Oh, we've got stuff growing. That makes it fun. You get to watch me screw up a whole bunch before we start figuring things out. One nice thing is that it says the weeds are at 0%, which is nice. And I was noticing over here, the guy that I hired didn't complete his job. So we've got this big open, just unused area. And then some up there, which I get why, because those trees are kind of in the way, so turns on the planter a little, or seeder a little later. But guys, that's where I'm going to leave this one. It's growing. We're going to find out in the next episode. We're going to do the weeding and then harvesting and see what we get. Hopefully we get something out of this, and then we'll go through in the next episode as well and go ahead and plow this whole field and then try again and see if it'll take the fertilizer and stuff. But for now, guys, I appreciate it, and welcome to the new subscribers. I was happy to see you guys subscribed. I really appreciate it. If you made it this far, please consider giving a thumbs up. It truly helps, and I appreciate it. Guys, as always, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.